Here are the cast members and the characters they play. Yuk Songpaisan as Naparuj, son of a hospital owner, Dr. Fakub. When his father's mistress, Pornai, ascends to the position of the hospital's CEO following his father's death, he takes it as his responsibility to regain what she has taken from his family. He initially displays hostility towards her but eventually opts for a more gentle approach. In an effort to sow distrust between Pornai and her accomplice Niton, he orchestrates amicable dealings with her, creating a situation that leaves Niton feeling betrayed, as if she has backstabbed him. Believing Yatian, her sister and a doctor there, is her ally, he engineers situations to strain their sisterly bond. Forcing Yatian to assist him and care for his sick mother, he starts to feel affection towards her as he observes her sincerity and begins to question his initial perceptions of her. He leads Pornai, who admires him, to believe that he has started to open his heart to her, while at the same time showing great concern for Yatian. Believing that his mother was involved in the death of Pornai and Yatian's mother in an accident in the past, he conducts a probe to uncover the truth. Upon learning that Niton, Pornai's partner, has turned against her and is now eyeing the CEO position, he intensifies his efforts to prevent Niton from achieving his goal. Just when his relationship with Yatian begins to go well after they express their feelings to each other, he receives a marriage proposal from her sister, Pornai. Pornai proposes that they marry and unite against Niton, also expressing her willingness to relinquish her CEO position in favor of him. Namthip Jongrachata Wibun, B. as Pornai, a vengeful woman suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder due to past experiences. She engages in a romantic affair with Dr. Prakub, the CEO of a hospital, while working as a nurse there. Conflicts arise between her and Dr. Prakub's family, especially with his son, Naparuj, and wife, Ngarmpit, when she inherits his assets upon his demise. Backed by Niton, a senior there, she eventually becomes the hospital's CEO. She is forced by Niton to conspire with him in his plot to take control of the hospital, and her appointment as the CEO is just a part of his plan. However, she seizes this opportunity to exact revenge on Ngarmpit and her family for causing her mother's death 15 years ago. Amidst hostilities, she and Naparuj, Dr. Prakub's son whom she has admired for a while, eventually agree to reconcile and cooperate amicably. Her improved ties with Naparuj are seen as a betrayal by Niton, who begins to force her to obey him and threatens to remove her as the CEO. Believing that Naparuj is beginning to open his heart to her, her bond with her sister Yatian worsens when she accuses Yatian, who also has affection for Naparuj, of trying to break them up. When her conflict with Niton intensifies, she proposes to Naparuj that they get married. Upon their marriage, she will unite with Naparuj against Niton while also being willing to step down from the CEO position in favor of him. Her feuds with Niton lead to them threatening to expose each other's deceitful acts and crimes. While exacting revenge against Ngarmpit, she is confronted with a shocking truth from her. Pimprapa Tangprapaporn as Yatian, a doctor, sister of Pornai. Her relationship with her sister, Pornai, has been strained all along due to past family problems. Despite not being supportive of what Pornai is doing and trying to talk her out of it, she is accused by Naparuj of conspiring with her sister due to their sisterly relationship. Caught in the feud between her sister and Naparuj and manipulated by Naparuj, her relationship with Pornai worsens. Ordered by Naparuj and to prove her sincerity, she agrees to care of his comatose mother, Ngarmpit, and continues to do so even after learning that Ngarmpit was the one who caused her mother's death. Meanwhile, as her sister's collaboration with Niton turns into enmity, she, too, is caught in between them, leading to threats and harassment from Niton. Due to Naparuj's sporadic displays of intimacy and his concern for her, especially after she is threatened by Niton, she begins to develop feelings for him. As her relationship with Naparuj begins to flourish after they openly share their feelings, she finds herself compelled by her sister, Pornai, to engage in a plot to deceive and persuade him to marry her Pornai. Sarawat Marthong. As Niton, a senior executive at the hospital. He is one of the 3 seniors at the hospital whom Naparj trusts to counter Pornwalai, but unknown to Naparj, he is the real mastermind behind Pornwalai's actions. He assists Pornwalai in becoming the hospital's CEO while compelling her to further collaborate with him in his plan to take full control of the hospital. Initially, pretending to be on Naparj's side, he loses Naparj's trust when his real motives are exposed. Upon noticing that Pornwalai and Naparj appear to have reconciled, feeling betrayed by her, his collaboration with Pornwalai transforms into animosity. As his animosity with Pornwalai deepens and believing her sister Yatian is meddling with him too, he resorts to harassing and threatening Yatian. Engaged in illicit activities too, he turns to criminal actions to silence anyone who might uncover his deeds. As both he and Pornwalai possess evidence of each other's sinister acts and crimes, they use them to threaten each other into obedience. Jaruni Suksawat. As Ngarmpit. Dr. Fakab's wife, Naparj and Yada's mother. Her marriage to Dr. Prakab lacks love as it is an arranged union. 15 years ago, the car she was traveling in was involved in a hit-and-run accident with a woman who turned out to be the mother of Pornwalai and Yatian. Upon the victim's death, she bribed her way to have the case closed and had her driver quit. Her actions ignited anger in the young Pornwalai, who witnessed the accident, fueling Pornwalai's desire to exact revenge on her. Enraged by the sudden appearance of Dr. Prakab's mistress, Pornwalai as the hospital's CEO, and her inheriting most of his assets, she vows to regain what Pornwalai has taken away from her family. Shocked by Pornwalai's revelation about her link to the accident, she collapses and goes into a coma. As Pornwalai eventually confronts her directly seeking revenge upon her recovery, she unveils a secret and shocking truth related to her husband's death and turns the tables by attempting to silence Pornwalai instead. Sonia Kunikorn. As Dr. Fakab. Owner of a hospital, Ngarmpit's husband, Naparj and Yada's father. His arranged marriage with Ngarmpit has been an unhappy one, lacking love, as Ngarmpit married him only for money. He finds true love with Pornwalai, a new nurse at his hospital, and is planning to seek a divorce from his wife. This has led to an argument with his son, Naparj, who is assisting at the hospital, to quit. As a result of this, he secretly bequeaths most of his assets to Pornwalai. Upon seeing Pornwalai in an intimate situation with another man at the hospital, he feels betrayed, leading to a heart attack. This leads his son, Naparj, to wonder who triggered his healthy father's heart attack. Latkaman Pinroj Kirati. Pim. As Yada. Naparj's sister, a psychiatrist. Despite feeling equally upset about Pornwalai's actions against her family, just like her mother and brother Naparj, she manages to stay calm in handling the situations. While Naparj suspects Yatian of conspiring with Pornwalai, she believes Yatian is also against her own sister and not on Pornwalai's side. Kitakarn Chatka Yomani. As Thep. A doctor who holds affection for Yatian. Fully aware of the true circumstances surrounding her good friend Yatian and Naparj, he expresses deep concern for Yatian while holding a sense of distrust towards Naparj. Harboring secret feelings for Yatian, he is engulfed with jealousy upon seeing her growing closer to Naparj. Jira Danbawarnkiat. Fluke. As Kitty. An independent investor. Being good friends to both Naparj and Yatian, on the request by Yatian he offers Naparj to become the CEO of a small hospital which he has invested in. He believes with Naparj's experience and his father's good reputation, Naparj will be able to transform the hospital to become a direct competitor to Pornwalai's led hospital. Patricorn Tungsupakul. Ploy. As Janjira. Sister of Kitty who harbors feelings for Naparj. Pichapat Mahathiakul. Pang. As Rati. Ex-girlfriend of Niton. She was mistreated, abandoned, and suffered a miscarriage caused by Niton. While at the lowest point of her life, she was saved by Napar. To exact revenge against Niton and to express her gratitude to Napar, she returns to help Napar against Niton. Nathapatsern Semasthean. Dao. As. Predarat. A nurse and good friend of Yatian. Kunakorn Kurdpan. Ko. As. Chanwit. Dr. Prakab and his hospital's internal lawyer. Inchanok Presert Yoden. As. Pornwalai. In her teen. Credit to Amaran TV. Thank you for watching.